Hey, Nikki here, back with another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of living in Ghana. I know I'm supposed to be taking y'all on a journey to get my driving license, but I'm not there yet. Okay, my license don't expire till the 12th, so I got to coordinate things, but I got other stuff going on right now. Okay, so my cousin is in town, but she's doing a tour kind of situation thing. I'm trying to get with her because, I don't have no family here, no friends here. I'm building my little family, you know what I'm saying? I got people, that, I consider friends, but they're not my, I'm trying to get the right words. It's not, it's, okay, my foundation friends, the forever friends, the ones that are real friends, you know what I'm saying? You have people that you can say are friends, but when it get good, gritty, and dirty, you know what I'm saying, they disappear. Okay? But I got people, you know what I'm saying, that been my real friend. We don't see each other all the time. We don't hang with each other all the time. But we are going to be there for each other if that time comes. We've been through battles in the beginning of life because everybody go through that stuff with people. I have a friend, we've been friends since middle school, okay? And we go through our battles, we have our problems, but when it comes down to having each other, when we need each other at the moments, man, we show up. She shows up, I show up. So them are real, true, ride or die till you die kind of friends. But some people you don't have like that. But it's very few. Because when I say it's few, I'm not going to say it. I mean, you can't go past this hand. You know what I'm saying? But then you got just one of the four. Just one. You know what I'm saying? That know you like the back of your hand, and you know them like that, and everything is between y'all. Nobody else is in it. And you have one if you can find the right one. You know what I'm saying? And trying to do too many things at the same time. But anyway, so the thing is, okay, I'm in Ghana, but I'm not in the bubble world. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I'm in the real world. I'm not in the bubble world. And when I'm talking about the bubble world, I'm talking about that circle of the people that, have the haves, or faking they have the haves, scheming you know what I'm saying, that bubble world. Because if you're in that bubble world, you can live this fantasy reality. You go to these nice restaurants, these nice, places that cost, money. You know what I'm saying? I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? But not when you go. I mean, when you be traveling, you have little to no money, you still want to travel, you find ways to do it, ways to manipulate situations, and Nikki D do that all the time. But anyway, that ain't what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, I'm a girly girl, but I'm not an over girly girl. You know what I'm saying? But certain things I got to have if I don't have the other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, my hair has to be done. You know what I'm saying? And if I can get somebody to do it, I can do it myself, but I'm having trouble finding what I need to do it myself. Okay? The way I want to do it. I'm not talking about other people. And then number two is my feet got to be done. You know what I'm saying? I can manipulate my hands all the time, but my feet has to be done. But both of them need to be done, manicure, pedicure. Only all the nails, you know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. And that is not necessary. If you have a nice manicure and you can grow your own nail to a certain length that you want, manicure, so you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna go to rambling. I'm going to rambling because my pressure is up. I calmed down because I gave myself the things that I needed to calm down. I'm sorry. I'm trying to order my hair. I'm trying to order my hair. Oh, okay, because I ordered some, but it won't be back. It won't be here till the 12th, and I'm trying to do something Saturday, you know what I'm saying, and Sunday, you know what I'm saying, because my family's here. That's when I get to see my cousin, and then Saturday night is a birthday, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to do for my boo, okay. So I'm trying to spoil him. I'm trying to do a little birthday evening, and it when Nikki is not in the bubble world, okay, it's hard for me to get things, hard for me to do things, you know what I'm saying? Because, see, I'm coming here from Atlanta, okay? And if anybody know, living in Atlanta, you know how it is, how to move, how to shake, how to hustle, try to get things, what you need to get, when you need to get, you need to know where to go, right? And I done gave Atlanta 18 years of my life, right? But I gave it different times of my life, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I was there in the 90s. I was there in I gave Atlanta total all, but going back and forth here and there. The longest I was in Atlanta was 5 years of it, I think. I can't remember because I'm a gypsy. Because I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was in, look, let me tell you, 1 year I lived in 3 states. I lived in Charlotte, I live in Atlanta, and I live in Florida. I lived in North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida in 1 year. You know, and a lot of it have to do with working, you know what I'm saying? Some of it have to do with working, and some of it is, you know, I want to leave my environment because the people around me I don't want to see. I call it niggas disappearing act. I remove I would move from the whole state just to get away from, and then come back, you know what I'm saying, in a whole new different, you know what I'm saying, area different, but I still had the, you know, my ride or die friends. Okay, so I mean, it's not for everybody, but it's the way I move to always have peace. They might call me crazy, Nikki, but it you know what I'm saying, because I'm gonna give you an example. Like, okay, I came here to Ghana, right? I left Atlanta and came here to Ghana, but the trip was not meant for me to be living here. The trip was for me to, like, say I'm got a house, resident here, whatever, and I can fly to Kenya and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Go to Kenya a week or two, weekend, and then come back. Or go to Tanzania, you know what I'm saying? But I have to super coordinate because all these visa requirements, at least some places do visa on arrival, so it make me easy, you know what I'm saying, go to other places, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I really want to go to core places that I had in my mind, that I had in the vision that I want to see. Thanks to Guatemala, thanks for Toyota. I can't even say his name. I can't see these names, so y'all had to forgive me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to even go back further to black and white movies I seen in the 1940s, 30s, with white people over here with these nice places, but then they, the U.S. sellers, we can't come because, this or that or whatever. But I'm looking at movies in the 40s where these people say they're in Africa, where the animals walking around in the houses that they was in. So like I say, and that piqued my curiosity, And then I got a view of the world outside of America when I was in the military. Okay, that gave me some, and then even myself, traveling by myself. If you can't go with me, Nikki gonna find a way, and I'm still going because I have to plan it, I have to dictate it, because I'm not a millionaire. But I be wanting that adventure, I be wanting to go to those things, I want to do those things. So, but anyway, I'm rambling again, so let me get back to the whole point. I be on Instagram, but really not to entertain myself. Okay, I be on Instagram to find things that help me. Some motivational quotes and everything that if anybody look at my stories, I be going through some situations and I post on my stories because it's a madness to my method. That's why they call me Crazy Nikki. I do that because it's only up there for 24 hours. Right? So wherever that madness is, I need to leave it in yesterday. Don't bring it into tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Today or whatever. So, like I said, I do things in order for me to be able to have heaven on earth. Be able to have another day in paradise. I say these things. And that's my whole vision of the whole meaning of things that I do the way I do. But then along this journey, you get detours. You get detoured, you get derailed, but then you gotta, like Les Brown said, you got to get up, okay? Like you said, they might knock you down 7 times, whatever. You got to get back up. And Les Brown said you got to be hungry. And that's no joke, and that is for real. And all my stuff is, I had, I'm tired because I was up all night. And I had a vision that I want to see for myself, for my life. I had this vision that I wanted to see. I didn't want to have no children. I didn't never want to get married. Bam, bam, all that stuff happened. I wanted to be free. I had, and I'm still trying, even though I done got bumped here, left, right, I'm still going for that vision. You know what I'm saying? And I have to do it the way I can do it. I have to move the way I can move. Like, nobody can tell you or anybody how to do it. They can give you some samples. They can drop you a little nuggets here and there. That's why when I was doing it and going through some things, that's why I went to listen. You know what I'm saying? I listened to the whole Bible. Okay? It's like when I listen to stuff, I absorb it, you know what I'm saying? And I listen to Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, Les Brown is my favorite. Him and Jim Rohn, they you know what I'm saying? They my favorite people. And then I see it with these people coming out. They taking stuff from here, bits there. Even Napoleon Hill. It's everything is already there, already out there, but used by different people. That's what I'm saying. When you believe in God, believe in the source, whatever they say, whatever the universe, whatever. If you believe that and you asking for answers, that's how they come. From my experience, I can't talk about nobody else. I can talk about my experience. So if I'm in my mind got a question, and the question is stuff, like I said, that stuff I let it go into 24 hours. So when at that time I'm getting the questions, you know what I'm saying, out. Okay, why is this happening? Why what I need, and so you never know where the answer is coming from if you don't see. I mean, if you're not connected, you really can't see it. And like I said, they call me crazy Nick, and I said I will be crazy. And then I put a lot of stuff together. I went through this because of this, so I can do this, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Especially with they don't label me with these labels, which I'm denying, you know what I'm saying? I'm denying because you got me thinking I'm these things, which I'm not these things. I am the true self that I am going, the stuff that, that I can't explain to people. I would try to explain to you, you know what I'm saying? So if I had that stuff and then the 24 hours, tomorrow I would get the answers, you know what I'm saying? It might come from it might come from the Bible. It might come from a sign that I'm seeing on a vehicle. It might come from somebody I don't even know, a conversation. The answer always come. You know what I'm saying? And this time when I was doing this, the answers came to me from scripture and from my other person, Miles. I keep forgetting people because I have so many people that I use that help me. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was, I was at my my boo place, and he got books, you know what I'm saying? Because I read a lot, and so, and I have a crazy way of reading too. When people be talking about me about that, I don't care. So he had some books. I looked at a couple of the books. Then I had the Bible. Then I had this book that I gave him, and it was just giving me the answers. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to write stuff down too. So I got to keep me some more tablets. You know what I'm saying? I can't do. I know I got this new technology and all this stuff.